Puedes servir que los...
Yeah, you were quick. Well, all we ever do is we just have to please bend wrong.
It was a mistake. I never tried about that.
You're not hurt. We're on the right side now, right?
I'm harder to notice with my man bun hidden. Yeah, there's the brand recognition right there.
You weren't the exact same shorts. Like you didn't change at all. Yeah, bro. Why are you so against that movement?
What? This destruction of property? I'm against that.
Why are you so adamant? Putting people's information out.
When have I done that?
And reposting. Don't you repost a lot of Andy No stuff?
Andy No has no more original content. He's not even out here. Do you see him out here? I'm the one getting the footage. I feed my shit to Andy No.
I know, but why though?
To get publicity on the events that are happening in Portland.
Right. So you'd rather feed through Andy No to gain your publicity?
He's one of many sources.
Yeah,
Just I've reached out to him twice in the last.
He's a piece of shit though, and he always uses your shots.
I don't care. It still gets the message out.
What message are you trying to get out?
Well, look at the most recent one that went viral within the first 24 hours. The woman, you were at that event,
what?
who got they tried to grab the flag out of her hand, but her grip was too strong. She wouldn't let it go.
Talking about last weekend?
Last Sunday.
Not this one, the Sunday before.
Sunday before, the first Justice for Jay event.
I was actually talking to Chandler in that moment, but I did see video later. Right?
Yeah, that was my video fed to Andy No by a middle source. I don't even directly talk to Andy No. I refuse to. I think.
Yeah, but you know Andy looks at your account every morning that you post.
I don't. My Twitter was suspended. I'm working behind the scenes. I'm like a shadow player now.
You're a shadow player, but you're still fucking helping Andy though.
I'm helping Antifa. I'm helping patriots. I'm helping anyone. This is a media spectacle. It's fun to document.
But you go out of your way to put whatever you want to call Antifa or our movement. You go out of your way to get those shots that you know are going to get that attention.
Same with the patriots.
You go out of your way.
Are you trying to point out a bias in my filming?
Absolutely.
There's no bias because I'm filming all sides.
I'm trying to point out an exploitation in what you're doing.
There is always an element of exploitation when you're working in the media. That's just part of it.
Yeah, but you're doing it purposely to gain notoriety, purposely putting my friends and our movement at risk so you can get likes and follows.
No, I'm also a citizen of Portland. I also live in downtown Portland, and I see the destruction that's happening here. And as a concerned citizen, I think I have a right to at least speak out on this, on the defacement, and on the violence.
Every citizen in this city has a right to speak out, Brandon.
I'm not participating in the violence. I'm just documenting it.
Listen, everyone has the right to their amendment to speak out, okay? But when that amendment is being used to perpetuate shit that isn't actually happening, and to feed into a system like Andy No and those pieces of shit, and when people like you go out of their way to make things look a certain way or sound a certain way, or again, like I said, jeopardize people because you know that seeing someone throw something through a window and getting their face so that Andy can dox them later and the cops can grab them and all that shit can happen, and you fucking get thousands and millions of fucking likes and all that, and it fucking,
that's not how it
and
is.
it fills your heart.
No.
Yes, it does. I've seen you do it since the start of this movement. Don't bullshit me, Brandon.
You have it halfway. You have it halfway right, but
I'm halfway right. What part am I halfway wrong about?
I'm not doing it for the likes, the shares. I literally posted something so explicit on my Twitter channel that they suspended me permanently.
Why?
Well, because I'm.
What did you post?
A homeless guy shitting in the middle of the street in front of cops.
In Portland?
Yeah, in Old Town.
Why did you feel necessary to post that? So you and
because
Andy can go around and say, here's what's happening to Portland, here's what Black Lives Matter and Antifa are doing to the city.
Look, if you want to know the deep dark
They've been doing it since the beginning, man.
You
go
Andy
looking for those shots.
Andy
you go
is
chasing the homeless community. You go doing that kind of shit so you can post it and Andy can repost it.
I was homeless for
like
6 fucking years. I'm actually coming from a place of understanding. And this is a form of activism, what I'm doing here.
It's not a... we're kind. We're not throwing punches. It's okay.
It's a friendly
So then
dialogue.
how are you not more respectful than what's happening out here? How do you not understand?
I try to be respectful of everyone. I don't know what you mean. All I do is document things that are happening in the
Brandon.
city.
No, you don't just document shit, bro. You have one line that you ride.
Yeah, and your side has one line.
Is putting you in a successful place.
Are you that afraid of opposition? A little bit of like, tension that you can't handle my dialogue, my narrative? That I put a little basic title in my videos.
Your narrative is dangerous, Brandon.
How it's sensationalist.
It's not.
It's sensationalism.
Your
it's not
narrative
even real.
is dangerous, Brandon.
I'm showing shocking moments, and it's giving talking points to the president. I got retweeted by Donald Trump twice.
Oh shit! Hold up, guys. That answered everything right there. That entire we've been maybe talking for 10 minutes was just summed up in that sentence he just said. I got retweeted by Donald Trump.
I was retweeted by the president.
For the last 126 days.
I am recognized by the world's most powerful person. I'm recognized by the world's most powerful person because with 7,000 followers.
Donald Trump doesn't give a shit about you.
With shit followers.
Donald Trump doesn't give a fuck about you.
He retweeted
or any of these patriots or anyone out here supporting him.
I didn't say he did, but I'm a talking point.
You're
Farley's videos are the talking point for the election.
You just summed up every
I got Joanne Hardesty elected in 2018.
I want to hear you talk.
From my sensationalistic media that went viral, that was a talking point back then for Donald Trump.
Can you explain it for me? Because I wasn't familiar with you back then.
Well, that was my back in October 2018. They had the Patrick Kimmons protest through downtown, and one of the viral medias was the guy with the baton and the crowd chasing the man in the car. This older guy, he gets out of his car, he's stunned.
What side was he on?
He was just a guy going back home from work.
All right, and he got chased out by
the Black Lives Matter Patrick Kimmons protesters.
And
Antifa,
you know why?
Sharp.
You know what happened? You know what perpetuated it?
Well,
or did you just get video of him chasing him?
I got the whole video, and it was the best video, and it was the one that went viral.
Okay, I'm not worried about all that stuff.
And then a year later,
I'll go back to
the guy with the baton.
Can you answer why I asked you? What perpetuated it? What led to that moment of him being chased? Did he do something?
It was somebody specifically who got in front of his car as he was trying to turn off away from the crowd. He was driving as that person was in front of the car. The person moved, but they're like the mob was like he's trying to run people over, which wasn't the case. Clearly, if you look at the video.
I'll look at it later.
So they followed him. They chased him down 4th and Salmon. by the courthouse and started beating the shit out of his car with weapons and say, you know, get the fuck out of here,
Right.
you know, get his license plate, just real mob mentality.
Right.
And that almost, I would say, put Portland on the map. It at least put Ted Wheeler in
You think
the
that
ethos.
moment put Portland on the map?
Yeah, well, that wasn't the only, during that series of riots. I also made something else go viral.
Wait, series of riots? Which riots?
The Patrick Kimmins riots in October 2018.
So there were riots, not protests?
They were protests that led to riots.
Why did they lead to riots? Because the cops declared a riot?
No, the cops didn't declare a riot. In fact, the cops, is what I exposed, were given stand-down orders by the mayor/police commissioner, Ted Wheeler. And that's what made it a talking point for right-wingers. I wasn't even in any group affiliation. I was allowed to film with Antifa back then.
Right.
Nobody even knew who the fuck I was.
Right, so you got video.
I'm still ambiguous.
No, you're not ambiguous.
For the most part.
No, people know who you are, Brandon.
But my political views are ambiguous.
No, your political views are one-sided.
For shock value. You think I really believe? I do it for fun.
Okay, it's not for fun, though. It's not for shock
like
value,
said,
bro.
I got one of
It's
yours
not,
elected
Brandon,
in 2018.
it's not for fun when you're putting people's lives at fucking risk.
Tell
for
me whose
fun,
life I
for
put at
likes,
risk.
for follows, for views, and that's what you're
criminals
doing.
in jail with my footage.
You put criminals in jail?
On both sides, patriots and Antifas.
You put patriots in jail?
Yes.
Who?
Well, I got one.
You can send it to me later. You don't have to quote it now. Feel free. You know who I am. You can send it to me.
I don't know. I don't know how to reach you.
I'm gonna remember this, and if in a couple hours, if I don't get it, I'm gonna say something back on my IG and my Twitter.
That was the first time. Yeah.
Listen, I'm fact checking everybody now, Brandon.
You want to know my track record? I'm public
now.
source. I don't mind telling people that I reach out to detectives whenever I see shady
That's
shit
fine.
going on.
But just
from
know
both
that I'm
sides.
fact checking everybody. You can look at any of my live feeds, those conversations I had with the Patriots yesterday. I fact checked everything that they said. You know why? Because there's too much bullshit going around. Like our conversation, Brandon. Let's get straight to the point. You spent 5 minutes bullshitting me when you should have just got straight to the point of you're in this for the follows and the likes and simply that part.
I have no audience right now.
You have an audience.
I'm in it for the influence.
You have an audience. What are you talking about?
No, I don't. That's why I'm feeding shit to Andy. No, I just got suspended on Twitter.
I'm telling you, if you're confused, you have an audience.
I'm recognized. That doesn't mean I have an audience.
You have a clear one-sided audience. Don't mistake that.
Antifa loves to hate me. If you looked at my old Twitter messages,
Antifa does not love
I was
to hate
interacting more with them than Patriots. And that's because I'm trying to reach out to...
That's before you weren't allowed around anymore.
I'm allowed in. This is my fucking city. You can't tell me,
No, you can go wherever you want.
I can't be anywhere. But
you can go wherever you want.
It's a hostile environment everywhere.
No, you can go wherever you want, but you realize
and it didn't used to be that way.
You can go wherever you want, bro.
I was friendly to Antifa in 2018 before they started attacking me.
Okay, that was 2 years ago, and now you're dangerous.
I'm not dangerous.
And now you're a liability.
I'll defend myself if they try to attack me.
No
I'm
one's
not dangerous.
trying to attack you.
I'm here filming fucking Teddy Roosevelt.
Brandon. You're dangerous with your point of view, and you're dangerous with anything that you do with that. You know you are.
You're fucking crazy, man. You don't think I'm dangerous. You guys are fucking paranoid off your ass. What about all the streamers that go out there every night, including probably you, who are feeding in the command center Portland Police Bureau information in real time? You are leading to the arrest of your comrades for money. And like, oh, let's put this on Twitch. Let's get paid. Let's do Cash App. Let's do PayPal. I don't get paid shit for this. Okay, I'm a broke motherfucker. I wear the same pair of shoes for the last like 8 months, and look at them. They're raggedy. I don't give a fuck about money. I'm not doing this for that. I came from the streets of Portland.
You just told me why you're doing it.
You guys need to realize maybe I'm more on your side than you think.
No, you're not on our side, Brandon.
I'm on the side of law-abiding people.
Okay, well then.
And I don't think that this is the way of going about making change.
This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
Why? I'll bet it was a bunch of white kids saying, oh, indigenous people. No, they're a bunch of fucking white kids.
It wasn't white kids. This was... Are you serious?
Yeah, that's 26 white... 26... Yeah. What's up?
My lady's right there. She misplaced a lost one similar to that. You found it? All right.
No worries.
Right, good.
You realize, have you talked to any of the Native American community about what's happening?
Like who?
Like who? Okay, so obviously you haven't. So you're quoting, I've talked to only white kids, and I only have this white,
the cameras didn't show any of the faces, but all I heard were the same usual white suspects that are out there every night. I could hear the audio.
Where'd you hear that from?
In the live
takes
stream.
money to take it down, so evidently whoever voted and done like that, it cost a lot of money to do that. this crane don't work for cheap.
No.
And neither do that riggers.
And
all of
And the people last night who were cleaning it up.
And the park rangers,
cheap.
all that shit costs money.
That's right.
Now, where's my fucking pieces of pie? All of it belongs to me.
There you go.
Time to get
Look.
back to the people, right?
Look, man, you're all.
Get back to the people, and we got people like Brandon Farley who want to oppose that.
I'm the biggest threat in Portland right
You're
now.
not the biggest threat.
The biggest threat.
You're
Look at me, some fucking pot smoker with a broken camera and no social media account. You guys are so afraid of me.
very small people.
Fucking, you guys are pussies. You guys are pussies. Dude, get over me. I'm not a big deal.
I know you. I know. Look at the people you feed your information to.
I like to have influence.
He takes like
That's
4
it.
steps forward, 4 steps
That's it.
back. 4 steps forward, 4 steps back.
It's not a bad
4 steps
thing.
forward, 4
If
steps
I think
back.
I have good views and can make good change, positive change, why wouldn't I want influence? That's what politicians do. Politicians have influence.
Now he wants to be a politician.
No, I want to be a part of the city.
Alright.
Like I never
You're on
was.
the right part of the
Like I
city.
never was before when I was
Why don't you
homeless
wanna
for
be on the
6
right side of
fucking
history?
years.
That's an honest question. Why don't you want to be on the right side of history?
What is the right side of history? I don't even know your perspective on that.
Okay, well then if you're not sure, then maybe you can think about it.
I'm writing history as I enter my...
You are writing history. You're on the wrong side of it.
I'm in my early
That's what I'm trying
30s.
to
I don't
let you
even
know.
know what the fuck's going on around me.
I'm trying to let you know that you are on the wrong side of history. And you are writing into that fucking history.
I don't see it that way.